Okay, the virtual way, we're making a new blog post. So we're here in the dashboard and we're going to go to posts, all posts. Actually, you can just go to add new here. And it should bring us to a new post. Just let it spin for a little bit and it'll come up. And so now we have add new post and we're going to add the title. So I'm doing Come and Take a Rest by Harry Rasson. So I'm going to copy that, come back to the new post and paste that title in there. And then I'm going to click on use the Divi Builder here, the purple button. Okay. And what that's going to do, it sort of goes through its little antics. So you have to wait until these little dots stop spinning. But once it does, we're going to go to the far right box here, clone existing page. So I'm going to choose the page, click that. And I'm going to just have it show under categories posts. And I can pick any one of these posts because they're pretty much formatted the way all the posts are. Well, actually, new here doesn't have an author in it. So let's choose Hannah's Tears, okay? And so I'm going to click the blue button, use this layout, and it will load this exact layout. And then over here where it says post title on the far right, this is important not to forget about, it says show by default. You're going to hide that. Reason for that is because we have a post title map module here. See where it says post title? I'm going to click on that and I am going to make sure it says show title. We don't want meta, that's the date and all that stuff. And we are going to show the featured image below the title. So that's how that works. Now the text has the old text from what the page was that we brought in. So we're going to go ahead and copy all this text however you want to copy it, right? I'm just going to scroll and copy it straight out of the Google Doc. And you can hold down the Shift key to go to the next page. So I think I've got all the text. I'm going to Command-C copy. And I'm going to go right in here and highlight everything and Command-V paste, okay? Now it looks like there's an extra return between paragraphs, so I'm just going to get rid of those. But of course, you are going to go ahead and edit this as you wish. Now, there is a text style. I believe it's H2. And that would be your call out style, or when you want to make a bigger, bolder, colored piece of text. A lot of the Bible quotes are styled that way. And so I'll just do that with this just so you can see that. And I'm going to go all the way up and choose H2. And now I'm going to click the green checkbox. I'm going to save it as a draft right now. And then once you do that, it'll reload. And I'm going to preview, just hit the preview, and it's going to open up in a new window so you can see what it looks like. So great. We have the title, we have the story, we have that quote that we made in the H2 format. And now we can change this. We can go back to the edit post area, or actually you can change it right on the page. But I'm going to close this preview and show you that you can click build on the front end, and it'll take us to the front end to build it that way. And you've seen me do this as I'm demonstrating to you. And so I can go ahead and click on this module here, which is gray, on the gear icon, click on the image and find the image of Harry, which I don't think is uploaded. So I'm going to upload files, select files. I'm in the website here. I'm going to go to where I saved that, open it. And now alt text is always a good idea. And it's just an explanation of what that is. So I've uploaded that. Then you can go into this module here. I don't know. There we go. Sometimes you have to click around to make the areas show up. Click the gray box, and where it says Vince R, I'm going to see here in this, it's H. Harry Rasson. Okay, so I'm copying that. And I'm going to paste it right here. We got a period there we don't want. And I'm just going to change Vince to Harry and keep that default bio. And then down here, this 3-dot purple circle, you're clicking it and it expands. And I'm going to go ahead and publish this. That means it's going to show up in our blog. Now, the one thing we didn't do is create a featured image. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to edit post up here, because you can only do that behind the scenes. I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom right, set featured image, and then get that featured image from where I saved everything else. I think it's this one, right? And so we'll open that up, put alt text in there if you'd like to. Let it load. Alt text is always good for SEO. Google likes alt text. And it's giving me an error. It might be too big, but sometimes it does weird things like that. But just know that that's the featured image, and I will troubleshoot that. But that's how you upload a featured image. Then you would click here when this button would be live, and it'll say set featured image. All right, so that's quickly how you set up a blog post. Also here, you're going to check your categories. So if this is not the category of service, if it's Bible study, or if you have a new category you're adding, you do it right here, okay? Also in the excerpt area, that's always a good thing to do for SEO. So you can take part of the text and cut and paste it into the excerpt area. Alrighty. Okay, I'm just going to finish up here because that featured image didn't get set. And I also want you to notice that I changed the category to Bible study over here on the right. And I did put an excerpt in here. One of the things that Google really likes is if you include the title of a post or page in your excerpt. So Come and Take a Rest is in here. And I'm also including the virtual way because that's good for the SEO. So I'm going to go ahead again to featured image, set featured image. And you can see here that it did upload finally, but I'm noticing that that image is very large and it downsized it. I went and looked at it and it was 6,000 pixels wide. I think it did some sort of default downsizing, but we don't even really need the image to be that big. So I'm going to delete this so it doesn't weigh down the site. And I'm going to choose the other one that I actually did size in Photoshop to be 1600. And so I'm uploading that. I put some alt text in there and I'm going to set it as the featured image. And then I'm going to click on update, the blue button. And now that should tie up this whole post so that it looks the way we want it to. And again, this light blue button, build on the front end, can show us what it looks like on the front end. And it's also for editing. So there we are, and there's the image, so that's perfect. And then if you don't want to be in the builder anymore, so these things aren't popping up when you scroll over, you can just click exit visual builder, and then you can no longer edit it, okay? So here it's all there for you, Yamilka. You can go ahead and edit this as you like by enabling the visual builder here. And then also I want to just show you that if we go to the blog page, this should be showing up now, and there it is. Okay, so obviously the blog page is showing the more recent item first. I did pin this new here item, so I think that that's going to appear in the first 6. I'm not quite sure why it's not going first, but I think it's a date thing. So that's it, and that is the end of this whole blog section.